What do you think about Canelo Alvarez? Mexican press Iñaki is asking that you express very, very positive remarks about Canelo. What do you think about him? What would you like to say about Canelo?
Well, I've watched this young man many years ago. Oscar told me about it. And I just saw him develop. I saw him grow. And I saw him change. I saw him develop. Then I saw the experience and that he was a good student. Naturally, when I saw him against Mayweather, I saw a student. I saw a student against a professor in Floyd Mayweather. Floyd took him to school, but he learned from that.
So he got maturity. He was able to overcome defeat, because when he fought Mayweather, Canelo thought he was the king of the world. Canelo thought he was the king of the world.
Canelo thought he was the king of the world.
Canelo thought he was the king of the world, and he went to school with Floyd.
Yes.
And then he had the maturity to overcome that and learn and become a mature fighter.
Mauricio, that was the most important thing that took place with Alvarez, because losing, no one wants to lose, but when you lose to one of the best and you learn from that, you will become a better fighter.
Now, once again, I'm just going to highlight this because this is what I've also said before, that one of Canelo's greatest strength is his adaptation of Floyd Mayweather's style. That's what makes Canelo Alvarez one of the best fighters out there, is because he's absent of that ego, which stops him from learning from somebody who beat him. You know, that's why he's been continued to grow. That's why he's continuously got better. That's what he does, what he needs to do to improve as a fighter. That is a sign of a great fighter. However, even though Canelo Alvarez idolized Mayweather, took things from Mayweather, adapted his style, even shows appreciation for Mayweather on countless occasions, Canelo Alvarez fan base just have a problem with giving him his credit. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather helped develop your favorite fighter. If it wasn't for Floyd Mayweather, he wouldn't be the fighter that he is today. Not only did Mayweather help develop him and make him a better fighter, Mayweather also exposed to him and his team his limits. Let me say that again. Mayweather also exposed to him and his team his limits. Listen, in boxing, every team knows the style that's bad for their boxer. Every trainer, every coach knows that. They know, okay, keep him away from this style. Keep him away from southpaws. Keep him away. That's when it was known after fighting Mayweather, okay? They wanted to keep Canelo Alvarez away from slick fighters, okay? Period. Fighters who really execute the sweet science to the highest capacity, you keep Canelo Alvarez away from those kind of fighters. You know what I'm saying? Which is, when it comes to the sweet science, and as far as that resides in the black diaspora of boxing. Because since most fans are casuals, this is why they'll get the myth black fighters are born. Because black fighters always execute the sweet science. They're always known for being slick. They're always known for being evasive. They're always known for being that. You know what I'm saying? So the goal is to keep them away from those kind of fighters. Now, I'm going to tell you when they started to experiment, when Canelo started to feel, okay, I think it's been years since I lost to Mayweather. I think I've grown. I think I can develop now. Let me get another shot at a slick fighter, right? Who is that slick fighter? Erizanda Lara. And we know how that fight turned out. Canelo, truthfully and honestly, lost that fight. Let's just be real. He lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, you're not going to beat Canelo on the scorecards. That's why when you fight this kid, you better come correct, because you're not going to beat him on the scorecards. He's the cash cow. You can forget about it. Money talks, bullshit walks. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how it goes. So you're not going to beat this kid on the scorecard. But truthfully, he lost that fight. And that was the reminder. I hope you guys are listening. That was the reminder. Okay, keep him away from slick fighters. Now, This is why he does not want to fight a Demetrius Andrade. This is exactly why. Just think of all the stuff that you'll hear Canelo fanboys saying. They'll be like, oh, well, this, and that. Floyd prime this, Floyd prime that, Floyd prime that. That is Canelo. The only people who are still mad about Canelo Alvarez losing to Floyd Mayweather is Canelo Alvarez fanboys. Legends will tell you it's the greatest thing that happened to Canelo Alvarez. I done told you it's the greatest thing that happened to Canelo Alvarez. This is what made him a greater fighter. Like this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo fans can't take it because they have a problem with it. Because most people have a problem with Floyd. And most people have a problem with Floyd. It ain't got to do with his boxing. People can say what they want. No, yeah. People don't like Floyd because he's the wrong color to be successful as he is and to have the kind of mouth that he has. They don't like that in America. You got to be white to talk the shit Floyd talk and be loved. Those are just the facts. You can, hey, say what you want. Say what you want. Over here, you get that cold dose. Okay, so sit back in your seat and keep sipping. All right, I don't want to hear it. You can't fool this on me. Okay, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I am not shy about it, as you can tell. So that's one of the main things. But what people don't seem to understand is his team purposely is keeping him away from certain fighters, slick fighters, and prime fighters. You know, everybody want to talk about, listen, and I know where you lames is getting your information from. Your boy is a clown. Okay? So you can come over here regurgitating that shit that he said, I'm going to fucking clown you. Okay? Because you the same motherfuckers that be like, oh, he didn't fight a prime, who they always use? Cotto. He didn't fight a prime Cotto. He didn't fight a prime Canelo. Hold on. These is the same motherfuckers that gave props to Canelo for beating Miguel Cotto. Okay? The same motherfuckers that said when Floyd fought Cotto, he was what? Say it again. Louder now. Let me do my Hulk Hogan thing. What'd you say? He was out of his prime. Okay. Everybody want to talk about somebody. He either fighting them too green or he either fighting them too old. But this is what I don't understand. Y'all said Miguel Cotto was past his prime when Floyd fought him. Okay, don't you think he was past his prime 3 or 4 years later when Canelo Alvarez fought him? So he was not at his prime then? Oh, so you give Canelo Alvarez props for beating a older version of Miguel Cotto, and then when Floyd fought a younger version, 4 years younger version than what Canelo fought, he's out of his prime. Man, these fanboys are full of shit. You just guys gonna have to face the music at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you looking at Danielson and Miyagi.
Lightweight champ. I'm glad. I was waiting for you to say that. So, Floyd Mayweather is in his 30s. Oscar De La Hoya is in his 30s. They meet up and fight. When we meet up and fight, when Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather meet up and fight, and I beat him, but we both in our 30s, they say he's over the hill. But then when Pacquiao fights him, they say, oh, this is the greatest thing we ever seen. You continue to keep calling me and asking me for interviews, and I'm going to come back to the sport of boxing and continue to dominate.